Hello. When I had my first apartment after my husband had passed away, I had fish tanks. It was my last year of having fish tanks ever. My fish had died. I couldn't take care of them. Fish tanks were too small. What happened was I left the lids off the fish tanks because I decided to see what was going on and why the fish were not wanting to survive. I left the lids completely off both fish tanks and waited to see what would happen for 2 weeks. These white clouds came into my fish tanks. Seriously. The same white clouds you see in the sky above you, they're put there by planes, were in my fish tanks. I thought, no, this can't be. This is weird. Well, I took the siphoning hose. I started siphoning. And it was strange what was coming into the siphoning hose. I stopped siphoning and I took some kind of stick and I put it into the tank and whipped it through the clouds. I pulled out red, rusty looking, silver looking stuff. It was stuff. Same stuff that goes inside your body every time you breathe. That's in the air. I thought, God, why are you telling me this? God was revealing to me what the chem clouds were, that they were real. It wasn't fake. France. They had originally had an agreement with Paris, France for global warming. Well, guess what, honey? We lost France. Paris, France is probably part of France. And you wonder why. Well, anyway, I pulled that out and could not believe what I was seeing. I thought, a person has that in their lungs, all it would take is yeast, flour, starch to mix with that, make it thick like a tumor. That's how tumors are formed. That's how people get cancer. Oh, yeah. They watched me take the white clouds out of my tanks because I was right next door to the government offices. Yeah, they were right outside my fence. There were several government offices. They had cameras on the outside of them. They could see everything I was doing. Before I knew it, people were sent after me to attack me and try to kill me. Not too long after that, someone had tried to shoot me on Mother's Day. I woke up at 5:30 to a gunshot right outside my window in my apartment. I thought, what in the world's going on? I got in a dress to go to church so I could see my son after church. I went outside my front door to wait for my ride. And there in front of my window, on the ground, was a stub of a cigarette. Above the window was a nick where the bullet had hit when it missed me. My husband's spirit, at 5:30 in the morning, had moved that gun up so that they would miss the window. Otherwise, I would have been shot and killed. True story. It really did happen. I just thank the Lord that I am alive today and that God gave me my life and didn't let me get killed. My husband's been protecting me ever since he passed away because he loves me And He cares about me. He always did and He always will. He wants to make sure I'm safe every single day He can. Oh, yes. Believe me, He does. I realize our country is not being very nice to us. They're dumping trash on us, and they're spraying our bread with poison. I'm not kidding. I'm serious. I went on a diet, no bread, sugar, and flour, and I could smell it. Every time I passed the bread, I could smell it. Nobody's safe. I try not to eat bread, and I try not to eat much starch, flour, or any kind of thickening material, because I know what's happening, and I know what they're doing. I don't know why, but I really believe it's all part of the sustainable living. If you write down the word sustainable and you rearrange those letters, guess what you get? Satan's table. I'm not kidding you. So when you get the chance, take a piece of paper, write down the word sustainable. Check for yourself, and you'll see the words. Because that's what this is, a satanic agenda that they have. We're being attacked through our own technologies with an EMF because of the electromagnetic fields. And that's causing our brains to dysfunction. I'm not kidding. I'm not crazy. But these are just a few minor things that they're doing to us. You see, when you're chosen like me, one of God's children, the enemy doesn't want you around. The enemy doesn't want you to be alive to fight in the battle, to end all battles, because he doesn't want Christ to win. Well, guess what? Christ is going to win this one. God is going to win. Whether they like it or not, God and Christ are going to win. And honey, the first chance I get, I'll tell Jesus, I'll say, I am more than ready. I've been waiting this long. I'm more than ready. Believe me, he'll take me with him. He won't care. No matter when or where it is. And believe me, nobody's going to hurt me. Nobody can hurt me. I'll explain why in the next video. So just keep watching. Take care. God bless. I might explain tomorrow in the next video and let you know. So keep your chin up. Don't give up. Because we are in for one great run. And this world only gets better. Or at least with God it gets better. God is the answer. And Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the answer for the world today. Without him there's no other. Jesus is the way. Jesus is the answer for the world today. Without him there's no other. Jesus is the way. the truth, and the life. And no man comes to the Father but by Jesus, through his blood, through him dying on the cross and rising 3 days later. Take care and God bless. Bye now.